finally, as we conclude this segment of the show, we speak about Nimo, who is Mr. Seed's wife, right? Versus, of course, the baby parents, right? And this is Mr. Seed and Elizabeth Soni Michaels, who is the baby mama who's been calling Mr. Seed out for being a deadbeat dad. In summary, there's been chapa, 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 nyapa, nyapa, nyapa. This one is saying you have done bad things. Rah, rah. This other person is rebutting it and giving us their statement or their side of the story. And it's been really, really messy on the internet, and we love it. We love to see the drama sometimes. Do we want to be putting a child in the middle of all of this? Absolutely not. So for that reason, we cease fire. And it's the same reason why I'm somewhat okay with Nimo having this stance. Now, Nimo, who is the wife to Mr. Seed, actually was away from this story, and she kept herself away from this story up until recently when she's actually spoken up about something. And in that beat, she did actually still try and keep herself out of the conversation. These were her words. I do not want to get involved because it doesn't concern me that way. My peace of mind will be fine. That's why I don't really want to talk about it. She continued to actually say that the saga doesn't bother me at all because most of the time I am involved in things that concern me, and many, many other words that are pretty much in line with what she said at the beginning. Nimo has kept herself out of this conversation. She says you cannot fight. The part which I kind of disagree with is this, that she said that you cannot fight, you cannot let your man fight out there in the world and then come back to the house and you fight them. Excuse me, ma'am. If he's doing bad things, he must be fought everywhere. He must be combated from all angles. He must be fought with all sides, because these things of being permissible with men are what are causing us problems in our society, okay?
True.
And your man is acting bad and naughty with other people and you're like, no, Aki, he's like that. Nope. He's not like that.
It doesn't concern me.
It doesn't concern me. Nope. Get involved, honey. Guess what? If he can do this to somebody else,
True.
he can do that to you too.
Exactly.
That's all we can say. And we just need to get to a point where we are more supportive of each other. Like, we don't just let men do bad things to us, and women alike. Don't let someone do bad things and let it pass simply because, he's the love of my life and can't let the world find him. And then I'm also, no, honey, get involved. You don't have to be vocally online fighting and trolling this woman, but at least sit down with your man and talk about it and figure out how you're going to sort out this whole situation, because it's a mess and it will continue to be a mess unless you clear it up, right?
True.
Be involved in one way or another.
And it's really a question of accountability. Are you holding your partner accountable? Are you telling him, you know what, babe, I love you. I love what we have going on, but I cannot be comfortable in this house, comfortable with the state we're in, comfortable with our son, and just live comfortably when there's a child out there suffering. There's a child not in school.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not my child, but it is your child, and I am your partner. Just because you're the wifey does not mean you're immune to all the nonsense that's going on. Remember, it's not just one baby mama. There's also another one who just came out recently saying she's pregnant. We don't know if she actually had a child. I'm saying there's a pattern involved.
Yep.
And I think the saddest part, especially like on her part, I saw the part where after they'd broken up because of his many scandals and the many embarrassing things he was just doing out here, she put out a post how they'd gotten back together. They were celebrating their anniversary. And then she was like, this marks, I think, 3 years since I came back. I had tried lakini huku nje ni very hard. I called him and he gave me the key to his house. So there was no okay, this is why I left.
There's no accountability.
Exactly.
On his part.
This is why I left
and
in the
open
first
conversation.
place. So us meeting to talk about it, and you just give me the keys of your house because I was having a difficult time. That's a lot, Nimo. That's a lot.
It really, really is. I think it's about that time for us to move this conversation to a whole other segment. And I think, again, we insist on this. Women, we need to do better. This is 2023. We need to do better. We cannot be the people who are allowing men to act funny. Like, of course, can you imagine someone else crying day and night because your husband is doing them dirty and you are not intervening? Huh? Think about it. Think about it. About that time for us to move on to another segment of the show. Let's get into it.